Hey everybody, it's the Aries 1999 coming back at you with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Thor Odin's son and how to play him in Dungeons & Dragons as a level 20 character. Yeah, like I did for Captain America, I went ahead and made a character sheet for him. So, let's dive right in, see what he would look like in-game. So as you can start out, of course, his name is Thor, and human question mark, because, he's an Asgardian, but, human's the closest race. Then, cleric, Tempest cleric, which, sure, he kind of is supposed to be his own god, but, it's the closest mechanic thing that works. Noble, because, Prince of Asgard. Once again, level 20 is 355,000 experience points. Chaotic good, part of the Avengers. And sure, chaotic good might seem a little strange, but he is a good guy, but he isn't always so yielding to authority. Just sort of, it's more about doing what he thinks is the right thing in any situation. And so now, yeah, it's a little smudged, but yeah, strength 20, dexterity 10, constitution 16, intelligence 12, wisdom 20, charisma 16. So yeah, he's like really strong physically. I think that one makes sense. And wisdom, similarly, because he's got over 1,500 years of battle experience, so he really knows what to do in the right situation. It's not too dexterous though. Sure, he flies around a lot, but he's not like doing a whole lot of acrobatics. Also, constituted, he could take a lot of punches. He's pretty charismatic because he's good looking, and then he's reasonably intelligent, I guess. Then he's got his +6 proficiency bonus and naturally proficient in wisdom and charisma saving throws. Next, for his stats, history, because he's lived through a lot of it, so he knows things. Also has a lot of experience in the field, so he kind of knows what to look for. Religion, of course, because godliness. And then persuasion, because he's pretty good looking. He can usually get people to do what he wants. People seem to like him, and he's also like a born leader. People like to follow him. Passive perception of 15, so that's pretty good. So then, languages, celestial, simply because he's from like a heavenly like planet. So yeah, I guess celestial will be closest thing to Asgardian. Then common, and I guess absol because he's traveled the 9 realms, so he also might speak to like some not lower, but sort of like the darker creatures, like the underworldians and such. Like test medium armor and shield, that's because he's a cleric. Then chess, because he gets proficient with a game set. So I figured, why not chess? Because he's kind of good at militaristic strategy and all that. Then for his equipment, he's got splint mail. He's of course got Mjolnir. We'll get to what that means mechanically. Then he's got priest packs, so he's got some equipment there. Probably also have some other equipment in here, depending on what you kind of want to, how you want to play with him as. This is just kind of the priest pack that he would go with. And 25 gold. Now for features and traits, these are fun. He's got the control, destroy undead. Rather, that's for him being a cleric. So one of his specialty features, channel divinity. So yeah, destroy undead lets him destroy nearby undead. Wrath of the Storm lets him use a lightning attack for 2d8 lightning damage, and he can make a dexterity save for half the damage. Thunderbolt Strike lets you move a creature that's size large or smaller 10 feet away. Divine Intervention is a cleric thing where he basically gets to bring down the power of his divinity to be able to do something cool. It's pretty unspecified, but it's pretty cool. Then there's Stormborn, which lets him fly around. Also, Destructive Wrath. Don't know why. Destructive Wrath right there. That's max damage for a thunder or lightning attack, so that's pretty useful. And then Position of Privilege is basically just sort of, he could use his noble connections to help him get around. Sorry, I'm rambling. +3 light hammer. 1d4 bludgeoning. I suppose you could also say that could be maybe thunder damage, depending on how you want to look at it, but I just sort of said bludgeoning, him just using as a regular attack. Then he's got a light crossbow. Same thing I explained with Captain America. He probably knows how to use one, and if this is D&D, he's probably going to have more than one weapon. Then go over here. He's got, 20 D8s, walking speed of 30. Initiative, that's just plus dexterity, so he doesn't have anything. And vision, just kind of you don't usually worry about that. And so now, let's take So, by the way, as long as we're here, this reminds me, what do you think his HP is going to be? Put your bets down in the comments section. 162. Maybe I should have given you a little more time. Oh well, next time I will. He also has 17 armor class, so I think that's pretty good. So he's a pretty well-made character, I think. Now we get into spells. It's actually kind of fun because as a level 20 cleric with, that high of wisdom, he has 40 spells he can cast. Because as a cleric, you get to choose a number of spells equal to your level plus your wisdom modifier, so that's 25 right there. He then gets another 5 for cantrips and then 10 domain spells for being a Tempest cleric. So I've kind of divided these up into 3 categories to make it more manageable. First one is just sort of Mjolnir offensive. He gets this from channeling the power of Mjolnir. A lot of elemental-based things. I'll read them all off. Fog Cloud, Thunderwave, Gust of Wind, Shatter, Call Lightning, Sleet Storm, Control Water, Ice Storm, Destructive Wave, Earthquake, Sacred Flame, Inflict Wound, Spiritual Weapon, Flame Strike, Firestorm, Daylight, and Insect Plague. Those are things he can just sort of summon the power of Mjolnir for. It's a great and mighty weapon. So yeah, this is kind of why I said that, Mjolnir should just be bludgeoning instead of lightning or, thunder damage, because he's got his spells to do that with. And when he's just kind of throwing around the hammer, it just kind of works like a very powerful, light hammer. Then there's the supportive spells that he can sort of channel through Mjolnir, like Spare the Dying, Shield of Faith, Healing Word, Aid, Revivify. Sure, he's not really seen healing all that much, but I'm sure he's done it in the comics before. And there was also that scene in Age of Ultron where he uses lightning to, constitute, I suppose, vision. That was a pretty cool scene. Then there's Asgardian spells. Basically, this is just kind of his connection to Asgard, particularly with him being able to communicate with Heimdall. Yeah, so he can got Guardian of Faith, Guidance, Divination, Locate Creature, Commune, Sending, Planar Ally, Gate, Hero's Feast. So yeah, things like, Divination and Gate, that's, him being able to talk to Heimdall, figure out where things are, be able to go places. Yeah, stuff like that. Then there's just sort of him being just an innately powerful creature. Divine Word, Thaumaturgy, Legend Lore, Resistance, Protection from Good and Evil, and Locate Object. Those are just sort of for him being, the mighty Thor, Odin's son. And yeah, this is his character sheet. In case you're wondering, the way I have him designed, Mjolnir acts as both his main weapon and as his holy symbol. And so, yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you like the way I've sort of designed Thor here? I think I did a pretty good job of him. Let's go back to this image so I can talk about him for a bit. Yeah, personally, I think Thor's a pretty cool character all around. Like what they did with him in Infinity War. Don't really want to get into spoilers too much about that. Yeah, I know that the Thor movie, they're usually overlooked, aside from Ragnarok, seems to be people's favorite, which, I can see those. They weren't really that strong in the MCU. But yeah, still cool films all around. It's a good character. I haven't really read any Thor comics, but, he's shown up in the Ultimate Comics from time to time. Anyway, what do you guys think? How could I have done the character differently? What other characters do you want me to do? What other video ideas do you have for me? Stuff like that. Tell me what you think down in the comments section. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you guys next time. Have a great day, and God bless.